And we are live from the Texas Lobby Studio at the Texan Theater, downtown Greenville, Texas. It is Ctfm. Coffee, tea, Friendlee, and me brought to you each and every Wednesday by Hunt Regional Healthcare, an organization that Benita Kay used to call Proactive. And our guest host this morning, a young lady that we've had a lot of fun on stage together. She and I and her husband and a bunch of other people. She's a followaholic, folks, right here. Sheila, Ellis, thank you. Thank you for being here.
Yes.
Thank you for taking the time to come in and co-host.
Well, thank you for asking me. I'm glad to be here.
And we have a great, I tell you.
Hey.
We got to tell Sparky. We'll tell her in this. She's put together another amazing show. Folks, I want to tell you what we do here. And by the way, thank you, Barbara Horan.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. And we have Miss Rose Hayden here as a first guest this morning. But, you know, at this time, I'm going to ask my producer if he would come by over here, because I think there's a microphone for him. And we have two platforms here in this community, this great community of Greenville, Texas, and that is Friendlee News and FriendleeRadio.com. And we want to give thanks for those, because they've helped us, they've helped the community.
Yes.
And we just want to say thank you, Lord Jesus. And what better way to say it than Gabe Medina?
Well, thank you. Lord God, Heavenly Father, we thank you for all that you do. We see your blessings in every step that we take throughout this community, Lord God. We just ask that you allow us to be a light in the darkness. And even though there's turmoil in the world, Lord God, you ask us to show the good and the love that we have for one another, Lord God. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for all that you do for us. In Jesus' precious name, amen.
Amen.
All right, now, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Oh, I'm telling you what, if you think you know a lot about heart attacks, you're going to learn something else.
That's right.
Now. We're coming back, Ctfm. Come down here, right here. Come on down and get you some coffee, tea, and it's on Sheila this morning. We're coming back to Ctfm.
When you've got a real emergency on your hands, you need a full-service ER team on your side. And only Hunt Regional Healthcare offers complete care for emergencies. We've got emergency medicine certified physicians, trauma certified nurses, specialty surgeons, respiratory therapists, and an on-site full-service lab and imaging to help you get back to living your best life. Hunt Regional Medical Center, the right choice for complete care.
Carol Hoops and Trey Warren at C&R Floors invite you to their new location for the same quality products, service, and installation they have provided for over 20 years. C&R Floors, 2706 Highway 69 South in Greenville.
Are you tired of those big chain tire dealers giving you the runaround? Are you not getting the customer service you deserve? If not, call me and I will wrench the competition. Come see us at Discount Wheel and Tire at 4609 Wesley in Greenville. Discount Wheel and Tire, and we will get you all that you deserve.
And we are live from the Texan Lobby Studio at the Texan Theater in downtown Greenville, Texas. Ctfm. Coffee, tea, Friendlee, and me brought to you each and every Wednesday by Discount
Wheel and Tire.
And you know what? I had to do it this morning because she has, when Rose Hayden comes,
Yes.
we don't need these lights. We don't need these lights because she brings such a smile,
yes.
and it just helps. And information. Rose Hayden, thank you.
Thank
Yes.
you for having me.
Yes, so glad to have you
Always
this
glad to
morning.
be here with Sheila as well.
Yeah,
so
and-
that's
and-
wonderful.
Folks, can you see? Yes, they got the memo. They did have the memo. You know, I kind of segued into what the subject is going to be about today that you're going to talk about.
You know, you sort of did.
A little
and
bit,
and
right.
I'll tell you, I'm going to actually talk about stroke today. And a lot of people do mention heart attack and stroke in the same sentence. And
Yes.
I'd like to talk a little bit about what stroke is. So stroke actually has to do with the brain. You can either have an ischemic attack where it's actually blocking the blood flow, so something is blocking the blood flow to the brain, or you can have a hemorrhagic where you actually have a blood vessel that bursts in the brain. And both of those are very serious, but we tend to ignore the symptoms. And so we're really making a push to make sure you understand what those symptoms are. And so there is actually an acronym. It's BFAST, so BEFAST. And that's to remind us what those signs and symptoms, because sometimes you'll notice it on others, but we also want you to notice if it's yourself, those symptoms are serious and they're trying to let you know you need to get to the hospital soon, you need to call 911. So B stands for balance. So balance, right?
Balance.
So if you can't stand straight, if you lose your balance, that is the one test to do. The second test is eyes, E for eyes, and that has to do with is the vision blurry. Then F, right? You've heard of fast, so they've added the B and the E before that. F is face, so one side of the face is drooping. It could be either side. And then you have A for arms. And what you want to do is ask that person, or if it's you, you hold your arms out, and if one of them droops down, that's an indication that you're experiencing a stroke or have had a stroke. Then it's S for speech. speech would be either slurred speech, confusion. You want to ask that person to recite just a common, easy sentence. They're unable to do so. That is a strong indicator of stroke. And then T is for time. Time is so important because you really want to get them to the hospital as soon as possible. If you get someone to the hospital within 3 hours of them experiencing their very first symptom, and it's an ischemic, so they blocking type of stroke, they can give a clot buster medicine, and that's a TPA.
Clot buster.
Yep.
I like
Wow,
that. I
that's
like
a,
that.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you may have heard of a TPA, that's that medicine they give you. And they're doing that to help restore blood flow, because anytime you have either one of these types of strokes, your brain is dying. Parts of your brain are dying. It can lead to death, of course. It can lead to disability. It can be long-term. You want to really make sure you're addressing this. And so it is notice those symptoms, call 911, get that person to the hospital as soon as possible. If they are administered a TPA, we'll actually keep them in the hospital in ICU. We want to observe them, make sure they don't have a brain bleed, make sure that we can identify that. Obviously, there'll be scans and other things involved, but we are in the process of getting our certification for a primary stroke center.
Oh, that's
and it's
wonderful.
very
Wow.
important.
Wow, that's
Very
Yes,
good. I'm glad to
yes.
hear that.
Yes, now that we have 2 neurologists on staff and we have the coverage necessary, we're going through that certification, which means that we have nurses who go through special training. We have all of these things that we do to meet that criteria, and so we are applying for that, and it'll probably be early next year before we're actually given that certification, but we're very excited. It's just another service and avenue we can bring to the community, but it is so important. You want to be able to recognize those issues. Now, if it's a hemorrhagic, it's a brain bleed, we may have to transfer you out, but in most cases, we can take care of you right here. But either way, we can do that emergency care and get you stabilized, and it's so important. Time is very much of the essence with this stroke issue, so we want people to really take it seriously.
Well, I
So-
think, yeah.
So what age do you think is more apt to have this happen to you?
So it's not
At any age?
necessarily at any age. It's not necessarily based on age. Obviously, the older we get, the more prone we are to having buildup or blockage or whatnot.
Yeah.
But it could be anyone. I mean,
Okay.
you know, we know people who are young who have issues like this. Another thing too is you may have heard of TIA, which is sort of like a mini stroke.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So a mini stroke, people tend to ignore those. And you don't need to ignore that.
No.
Because most of the time you will then have a major stroke after that. It's kind of like a pre-warner. You know, they're warning you, hey, there's something going on. Your body's trying to tell you there's some issue. So
Right,
don't
right.
ignore those
What,
symptoms.
and you said what was it, you couldn't balance?
Balance,
So-
right?
And so when you're sitting, you get up right quick, sometimes you're balanced. So that could possibly be an indication also.
Yes.
You know, it's hard to say because
It's
that could
hard-
be blood pressure.
Blood
it could
pressure,
be
right,
all kinds
right,
of things.
right.
And so
But again.
But it's still good to get it checked on.
Yeah, right, that's what I was gonna say. It's something, if you haven't had it and all of a sudden you start having, it's time to get it checked. But
Yes.
this, be fast.
be fast.
I
So,
like
you
being
know,
Be fast.
if you recognize someone you think they may be having a stroke, you kind of want to put them through the different symptoms and signs. So, you know, let's ask them to say something. Let's have them hold their hands up. Let's look at their face. Let's go through those different signs and symptoms. Obviously, the more symptoms they have, the more signs,
Right.
the more obvious it is to you.
Does women and men have different symptoms? Like I've heard of the
For heart attack.
yes,
right?
and like a woman, her back will start hurting her or bothering her.
Right. So that is true. With heart attack, they'll have a little bit different symptoms. Often women will have less severe symptoms, and they have kind of that just aching pain, maybe a little jaw pain, back pain, shoulder, versus, you know, full on grab
Right.
the heart type
Sure.
of feel. And so that is true also with stroke. Not as much of a clear defined case.
Okay.
But, you know, women tend to have milder symptoms and they tend to play it off more. And
Yes.
so
Right.
you just have to
Well,
really.
men do sometimes.
Men do.
So men
Sometimes.
definitely
Sometimes.
want it just to go away,
Yeah,
right?
just
go away.
You know, we all do. We
Yeah.
want it to just be a passing thing and it goes away. But with stroke, you can't ignore that.
No.
How many times have we had somebody who has a diagnosed stroke that they said, yeah, they've had TIAs, they've had these mini strokes along the way. So make sure to get that checked. Don't let that pause. We really need to take those emergency situations seriously. Call 911. Let's get taken care of, because the earlier you get diagnosed and treatment, the better.
Good.
Right, right.
Right.
That
So,
was great
right.
information,
Thank you.
Rose.
Great information. You're going to put the comments. We do,
Yes.
what is it?
On our link.
Comments? Yeah, right. So,
And I think you are displaying the Be Fast image. So if you
Yeah.
have that and take a look at that again, and it's very easy to look up. It's something they're really trying to get out through our nation and let people know this is something you need to take seriously. So.
well, Rose, Assistant Director of Development and Communications.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes, yes.
Thank you again for being here. We
Thank
always
you
look,
for having
we
me.
look forward to having you because, like this morning, information is so good.
It's so important, and this is really important to know about, for sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. I sure appreciate it.
We are coming back to Ctfm right here to Texan Lobby Studio. Thank you, Barbara Horan, with a guest from Higher Trails.
Oh, really?
James,
Oh, okay.
she's coming. Y'all come back with us and get your tea and coffee. It's on Lonny. We're just going to have Lonny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let him
That
do
would
it.
be great.
Right, that'd
Yeah.
be great. So
He's
we're coming
always-
back.
he's always willing to
he's
do
always
anything.
willing. Come
Yeah.
on, we're coming back.
Hi, I'm Kathy with Long Branch Dental Center. Lumineers are porcelain glass shells that fit over the top of your teeth and give them a dynamite look. You can change the shape, the size, and the color. So call today to ask about Lumineers. Long Branch Dental Center, making North Texas more beautiful, one smile at a time.
And we are live from the Texan Lobby Studio at the Texan Theater in downtown Greenville, Texas. It is Ctfm, Coffee, Tea, Friendly, and Me, brought to you each and every Wednesday by Hunt Regional Healthcare. And by the way, she was just left, Rose Hayden. And
Hunt Regional.
Hunt Regional and
Discount Wheel and Tires.
Right here, support. Thank you.
Thank
But
you,
again,
yes.
I want to say a big thank you to Barbara Horan.
Yes.
For having and bringing this, what I called it. I told Randall King, I was talking to him like a Texas music artist. Anyway, I told him last night I used the jewel of Northeast Texas, and I go, ooh. I think I like that. Anyway, let's cut to the chase, so to speak. We have a church, a cowboy church,
Okay.
here in our community. In fact, we have about, how many is here, 7 or 8 in our community, one of which I go to, Top Rail Cowboy Church, but Higher Trails Cowboy Church. Jamie?
Yes, sir.
How are you?
I'm great this morning. Thank you for
Good.
having me.
There's a lot of excitement every year about this time with Higher Trails Cowboy Church. And this morning you're going to tell us a little bit about what's coming up.
Yeah.
Even coming up this week.
Yes, sir. Well, as everyone knows, the Hunt County Fair is starting up on this Friday, the 22nd.
Yep.
So every year, the Higher Trails Church puts on a kids rodeo, per
Oh,
se,
fun.
for just a little something for the kids to get involved
Yes.
with. We have a few things we do. We do some foot events for the smaller kids with some sick horses. We brought in a mechanical bull.
Oh, you should do that.
She said kids.
Oh.
She said
No,
kids.
it's open to all.
Oh.
Open.
Okay, well, there's a challenge, I guess. Yeah, right.
Yeah, and so we brought in the mechanical bull. At some point, we will kind of move that out of the arena, and we will offer the mutton busting.
This
Oh,
is
how
so
cute.
much fun.
What is that
I'll tell you
about?
what,
The mutton busting is where we have a chute that we put the sheep in, and we let from 0 to 8 will be allowed to ride. They will get on, and we will have equipment, professional equipment for them to wear, helmets, vests,
Yes.
just
And-
like the professionals.
And some of them come out already dressed with their
Yes.
chaps.
Oh, yeah,
and they're
for sure.
serious. Man,
Yeah,
when they're
they-
walking, they're serious.
They're
I'm riding this
serious.
time. Oh yeah, it's fun.
So we also this year have added calf riding for the older kids, 9 to 12.
Good.
So we have a chute that we put them in just like the regular rodeo.
Oh, how
and
fun.
we open it up and let them
Let 'em
ride.
go.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
This year we're doing a little things different. We're going to have a sign up from 6 to 7. And it's going to be a raffle type. So it used to be first come, first serve.
Okay.
And so kids were missing out. So we
Right.
decided to change that. So anyone that wants to take a chance can come and get a ticket. And at 7 p.m., we will call 25 riders for the mutton busted and 25 for the calf roping. And if your number's called, you get a chance to win a buckle. And we have buckles for the top scoring.
Oh, how fun.
Yes, professional
Yes.
buckles.
Hey, and they'll proudly display.
They'll, oh, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
We will have one, a boy and a girl for the mutton busted and a boy and a girl for the calf riding. So there is prizes to give out,
Oh, wonderful,
you
wonderful.
know. And
So how long have you been doing this?
we have been doing this, I've been with the church, I want to say 7 years.
Really?
That I've been participating in
And where is
this
your
year.
church, in Celeste?
It is off of 903,
Okay.
right at the edge of Celeste.
Okay,
Yes.
good.
I don't know if interrupting, but if
No,
you,
you go
if,
ahead.
if any of you haven't been to Higher Trails Big Rodeo, you should
Yes.
come. You should come because I want to tell you what, these guys are serious when they start around, when they get around the arena, you can see them, how they're flexing and how they're ready to go.
Wow.
And then the bull riding that's the best one I like. I like the bull riding.
Oh, yes. It's,
Yeah,
Yeah,
at the
right.
Oh, in July.
third weekend in July
Right.
is
Okay.
when we put that on, and it is a fabulous event. Yes.
oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this year we're going to actually, first year we've implemented, we're going to have a rodeo queen and her court. So that is something new that we're bringing in and
Oh, how
implementing.
fun.
So that ought to be something
Yes.
fun. And you can enter. You could go to our website and get some information
Oh,
on
good.
how to enter and stuff on that. But our kids' rodeo is this Saturday, the 23rd.
At the
Okay,
fair.
Saturday.
At the fairgrounds.
At the fairgrounds, and it is underneath, they call it the show arena, if anyone is familiar with that. So we will,
Okay, it's, the show arena is where?
is when you walk in,
They've
it's going
changed
to,
a lot.
I know, and when you walk in the main gate, it's over to the right-hand side where the
Okay.
animals and stuff
Okay,
are. There's
yes,
a little
yes.
arena right there.
Yes.
Okay.
We will be underneath the covered arena, rain or shine.
Oh, good,
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
So, and it is from 6 to 9. We'll have, like I said, some foot events, some fun things, and from 6 to 8, and then at 8 o'clock, we're going to turn it over to some real fun, the mutton busting and the calf roping, and that's really exciting. It's fun to watch. We will actually have judges this year, so I don't have to do that this year, which is a blessing. But yeah, we're actually trying to step it up and make it more fun and eventful for the kids. You
Right.
know? Pull
And
the-
and it sounds like you have a good group of people to help put this together
yes,
as well.
I have a wonderful group of church volunteers that step up and come and help me
Right.
get it set up and run it, and you know. It's just it's a real good event. It's a family friendly event. Everyone is welcome. The event is free. You will have to pay for the admittance to the county fair.
Oh, okay, yes.
But our event is completely free,
right.
no charges. Come and enjoy.
And speaking of the Hunt County Fair, folks, there is a lot of free things to do.
Exactly.
You know, you gotta pay for the parking. Okay, so that's a
And that's not that
and
much.
what is it, $7? I don't know, whatever it is. It's just call it a donation
Sure.
to whatever. But come and watch this, folks. It is so much fun.
I know. I'm looking forward to it.
It'll keep you from having a heart attack. Okay, come on.
We also have another event. It's a fundraiser for our youth program, and that's going to be on May 14th. And we're going to have a car show with Gearheads for Christ.
Oh, wonderful!
Which
Yes.
Sparky is associated with.
Right.
We'll have a car show. We'll also be having barbecue. And then we're going to have a concert with our band, 517. We'll be putting on a concert that night. Wow. All family friendly. Come and enjoy the day. If you're into all kinds of cars and motorcycles, it'll be a great event for that. If you want to stay for that evening, for the music, that'll be wonderful too. I think the music is 6 to 8 p.m.
Okay.
The car show starts at 1.
Who's some of the entertainers?
Well, it's our church band.
Oh, it's your church band.
Called 517, and they've played. Scott Cowan is our ministry leader,
Right.
So he
puts it together.
Yes.
He come here and brought his students on a field trip.
Yeah.
And
that was not too long ago.
Yeah, not too long ago.
Yeah. So Scott and his band will be performing. Like I said, everything benefits our youth program and sending them to camp.
To camp. Oh,
We're sending the youth to camp, and that's very important because you get them, you make Christ fun for them.
Yes.
Then they stick with it.
Exactly.
So the more you can get them involved, the better off we are.
Well, Jamie, it's like when you just said it, when you make Christ fun, it was like when I was growing up as 5, 6. But that was what we were doing. We were learning who Christ was and having fun at the same time. So
exactly. And it's so good for the kids to go to camp and to fellowship and learn more about Jesus and.
Awesome. And we have a children's camp that we send them to in Lavon for the smaller ones.
Oh, okay.
But this concert, this car show and everything is to benefit our youth, our teenagers.
Yes.
And we really
so they'll be
want
able
to reach out
to
to
camp.
them. Yes.
Very good.
And that's May the 14th.
May 14th. It's on a Saturday.
And it's going to be.
Friendlee Radio will be there too.
Ooh, now where the location is? Where now?
It is.
Is it?
It's. I wish I had that on here.
Okay, well,
it is not. It is 544 FM 903, Celeste, Texas.
Right. It's.
We take 21.94.
21.90.
Off of 69.
Right.
We'll run right in.
Right. That's what I was going to say. So yeah, good. Well,
Very simple fun.
It's going to be a fun time.
Oh yes, thank you so much for being here and giving us all this information.
Really, really good food.
Oh, and really good food. Oh, it was barbecue, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, Jamie, thank you so very much for being here this morning and
yes, we
just
enjoyed all this.
reminding me again about how much fun it is
Yes.
to watch these kids.
Yeah.
It is. It's a lot of.
Thank you for having me and let me, share with the community. I
Oh
appreciate
yes,
that.
and we hope for you to come back and share some other things with us.
Sure, I'd be glad to do that.
All right.
Okay.
Folks, we are going to go to a commercial break. And I'm going to tell you about commercials on Ctfm. These individual businesses support not only this show, but a lot of other shows on Friendly News.
Yes.
And thank you, all of you, and especially Discount Wheel and Tire and Hunt Regional Healthcare. We're coming back. Is he, who is?
Yeah, we have a gentleman coming in now.
What?
We have a gentleman coming in.
A gentleman?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Yes. Yes.
That was, we're coming back, Ctfm. Y'all come back with us.
Every truck and SUV is on sale at Platinum Chevrolet.
New 2021 Silverados start at only $37,999, or choose from new 2021 Trailblazers and buy for under $20,000.
Don't miss Truck Month at Platinum Chevrolet.
The recipe for great food is simple. Make it fresh. Wings to go in Greenville, where every order is a custom order made with fresh ingredients. Wings to go, 7818 Wesley Street in Greenville. Simply great wings.
Need a part for the right price? Look for that red and blue sign. Henley Auto Supply at 1510 Stonewall. Over 800,000 CarQuest parts to choose from. Domestic, European, and Asian parts. Henley Auto Supply at 903-455-1969. 455-1969. Henley Auto Supply has the right parts to keep your vehicle running and backed by the best hometown service. Henley Auto Supply, Great people, great products, great prices. Henley Auto Supply and CarQuest.
And we are live from the Texan Lobby Studio at the Texan Theater in downtown Greenville, Texas. It is Ctfm, Coffee, Tea, Friendly, and Me, brought to you by two organizations. Sheila, by the way, Sheila Ellis,
Hello.
our co-host today. But you know, these two organizations, Hunt Regional Healthcare, and we really enjoy Hunt Regional Healthcare.
Yes.
Discount
Wheel and Tire.
and Valvoline Express.
Always,
yes,
yes.
Valvoline.
Valvoline
These two
Express.
organizations supported and have for a long time.
Yes, and we're so grateful for them.
All right, I don't know if you want to do it. You want to introduce this gentleman that you talked about was coming on camera. So I'll put it off to you.
Okay, well, Lonnie.
She's got to read to find out who the gentleman is.
No, Lonnie, it's so glad to have you here this morning.
I am so excited to be here on LGBTQ.
Yes.
CTFM.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
I told you,
That's
Brent.
Lonnie.
Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you?
I forgot where I was for a minute.
Well, we're sure glad to have you here this morning.
Thank you.
You know what? I'm glad that Hunt County has you.
Oh my
I
God.
do. I don't want you in Collin County. We want you here. We want you to stay in
I
Greenville.
don't know about that. I don't know about that.
So tell us a little bit about upcoming events, because you know the Chamber is an organization that does do what they say they will do.
I know that.
I know you know that.
Yes.
So we've got a lot coming up, so I brought a paper here. So
Oh,
I can-
good, yes.
'cause
And
this-
if you leave something out, I'll think of something.
That'd be awesome.
Okay.
So ZBD, I'm sorry. Business After Hours on Thursday. This Thursday.
Is it this Thursday?
Yes.
Wait a minute.
At Landon Winery.
Oh man, that's
Oh,
a
wow.
conflict.
What?
Oh,
That's a big conflict. I'll tell you later. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, Landon Winery this Thursday, tomorrow night, yes.
Yeah.
5 to 7.
Okay.
Business After Hours. You do not have to be a chamber member to come. We want you to come and see what the chamber does. We want you to meet all the incredible people
Yes.
that make up the membership of
Yes.
the chamber, and just have a great time. There's going to be wine, you know that.
Yes.
Hey, and if it's Landon wine, guess what? You're going to be satisfied.
It's the best. It's
It is.
fantastic.
The Pinot
Yes.
Noir, you know, I've made Pinot Noir. He makes it better. He does. It's awesome.
It's good stuff.
Yeah,
It
So
is.
that's tomorrow night,
Right.
okay? This is one I really want to push because our director of events and annoyance, Vinay Hudson,
Vinay.
she works really hard on this. This is the Business Showcase and Job Fair. Now this is next Wednesday, the 27th. It's going to be from 10 to 3 at the Civic Center. And if you're looking for a job, or you know somebody that's looking for a job, this is where they need to be, because we have almost 30 vendors that are going to be there. And they're going to be hiring. They're looking for people to work. So if you know somebody that's looking for a job, this is the place to go.
Got a question.
Wow, that's a great opportunity.
Are any of the vendors like mom and pop businesses?
Some of them
You know
are.
what I'm
some
saying,
of
mom
them-
and pop. I'm talking about
Right, the
local,
smaller local
right,
businesses,
yeah.
yes. But we also have L3 Harris. They are there.
Oh, yeah.
They are looking for a variety of different
Yes, they
people.
are.
And I've got to tell you what's so exciting about this, right? Vinay put this out on social media, that L3 Harris was going to be one of the vendors. It was shared over 250
Really?
times. Shared
Really?
over
That's-
250 times. It's reached 26,000 people.
Really?
So there's going to be a lot of people there. There's going to be a lot of vendors there. This is the place to go
Wow.
if you're looking for work.
Yes.
A lot of them were parents saying, you know what's fixing to happen next Thursday? You better be there.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah. What a great opportunity,
Yeah,
too.
So it's next Wednesday,
Wait,
the 27th,
next
10 to
Wednesday.
3 at the Civic Center.
Okay.
Then business before hours on Tuesday, May 3rd, right here at the Jewel of Northeast Texas,
Right
as
here.
you called it.
Yes,
the
yes,
Texan
yes.
Theater. It's for the United Way of Hunt County. And
Oh, what a
you know,
great...
we love supporting
Yes.
nonprofits here.
Yes, we
You know
do.
that.
Yes.
And so that's going to be right here on May 3rd. So you want to be here for that. That's business before hours, 7:30 to 9 in the morning, but there won't be wine.
No.
No,
But there'll be some breakfast items.
but there'll be coffee.
Oh, yeah, be coffee. Be coffee.
We need coffee.
And what you put in the coffee is your business.
That's right.
I'm not getting into that.
Yeah, okay.
Where's it? You have your flash. Oh, go ahead.
Can I keep going?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, because this is a lot of stuff.
Okay, timing.
Hunt County Days kickoff. The party is going to be at the landmark on Lee Street. It is Cinco de Mayo, May 5th.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
right.
what are we going to have there besides all the incredible information? We're going to have margaritas and tacos.
Margaritas and tacos. Whoa.
You want to be there. It's from 5 to 7 on the 5th, May 5th.
May 5th.
And here's the thing. People are always talking about, they're complaining about the government, the county, and this is your opportunity, right? This is your opportunity to become a part of the Hunt County government affairs. You can sign up to be on one of our 11 committees. And you come there that night, May 5th, you'll find out all about the committees, what's involved in those committees, and you can sign up to be a part of that. And you can help point our legislators, our elected officials, in the direction that you want them to go. You have a voice in what's happening. So it's so important. May 5th at the landmark from 5 to 7, you definitely want to be there for that.
Yes, we don't want to miss this.
Don't wanna miss it.
Yeah,
It's good.
yeah.
It's one of those events that coincides with a lot of other things on that particular day, of the celebration of the 5th. But it's so important for people to understand, especially the new people that have moved into the community, the new home. This is an opportunity for them to come and see exactly what you were talking about.
And I'm going to take the low road for a minute. You know, there's people on social media all the time. I see it every day. They're complaining about everything that's going on. Well, folks, here's your opportunity to get involved. Stop sitting behind your keyboard. Come on out and make your voice heard.
Right.
That's what
and
this is all
about.
about.
Get to know them.
Well, you just, he just called him a keyboard complainer.
I think you added complainer on. But seriously, it's your opportunity to get involved.
Yeah.
And it's a fun way to do it. There's a lot of fun involved here.
Oh, yes, it's always fun.
There's economic development, there's technology, there's government affairs, there's tourism, there's 11 committees.
Yes.
So your opportunity to get involved in something that you're really interested in, this is it.
Yes, what a great opportunity for that too.
If you wanted more information about that, all you have to do is call the chamber office, and you know the number.
It is 903-455-1510. We'll get you a chamber that really helps.
Yes. and Lonny, I just want to thank you and Vinay and Shelley for all the work you do. We just had our yearly meeting at the Webb Hill, and it was great information. And being an ambassador, David and I being an ambassador and being part of this is such a wonderful, and it's so fun to get involved and to know businesses and nonprofit organizations in the community. And so we're so glad that you're doing what you're doing.
Well, thank you, but I always say it is not the members that are there for the chamber, it's the chamber is there for the members. And we wouldn't have a Chamber of Commerce without the incredible people that make up this community and the membership of the chamber. So as you said, with you and David being ambassadors, David is on the board of directors.
Yes.
And that's what makes the chamber and the community so great. So I thank you for your involvement. One more thing, if I could. Okay, this is a reminder to go vote yes on May 7th for the GISD school bond. Now, the board of directors of the chamber has voted to support this bond because the board believes that education is the best investment to ensure economic growth of our community. So the board is supporting this.
Good.
And we invite you to go vote yes on election day, which is May 7th.
May 7th.
May 7th.
All right.
And, you know, that is a very important election. It's not to me, it's personal political, okay? And if you will, personal, that means we need what's listed on the things that will happen after this bond issue is passed. And I really have confidence that the community that we have, Greenville, Texas, and compared to other communities and other counties, whatever we're doing in this community, this county, just think, we're getting by real inexpensively, I think.
Right.
You know,
I agree.
Taxes
I agree.
on
Yes.
property,
Yes.
it doesn't
yes.
matter. We're living in a community, in a county. Hey, put us over in Collin County, put us in another county, what are we going to pay? So this is a very, very important election.
Right. And like you said, Lonny, with all the people that are moving here, and we need to help our schools to
make it better because we're going to have more children going to school here. So we need this to go through. It's very important for
Well,
our...
I'll tell you this from a personal perspective now. I 100% love and support the Greenville Independent School District.
Yes.
I think they do a tremendous job from top to bottom.
Yes.
And I'm all for all of this.
Yes, me too. Me too.
I am. I've always been. And what a great organization to have a child go into and learn something.
Yes.
And learn something.
Yes.
And not only the reading, writing, and arithmetic, as we used to call it growing up, but there's technology that can be absorbed. There's manual stuff, welding, or being a mechanic, all of this stuff. And it's a great organization, the Greenville Independent School District.
And the unfortunate thing is if kids don't get an education, they could wind up as the director of membership at a Greenville Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah, and don't even ask, and don't even ask him about that hair nose, okay? Please. Lonny, it's always been a pleasure.
Thank you so much to both of you.
Yes.
I told David this, you are doing a wonderful job as co-host.
Thank you.
I love seeing you here.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I love being here.
It's fun. It's fun. We're coming back. Anything else? Because we got, what, can he say anything else?
I'm good.
One minute. Okay,
I'm good.
You heard it. Take a picture, he's good. So, Lonny, again, thank you so very much. We appreciate
so
you.
glad to have you here this morning. And
We're
making us laugh.
Yeah, that's right. Well, he always does.
Yeah, he does.
We're coming back, Ctfm, with a young man. I could call him a young man.
He is a young man.
He's a young man.
Absolutely.
He's going to be talking about something that is a big issue coming up, and as he is right now, in our community. Brent South is coming. He's coming right now after our break. Y'all come back with us.
Company coming? Make sure they stay with us. At Best Western Plus, we'll treat them right. Like hot complimentary breakfast, spacious rooms, a glorious pool, fitness and business center, and best of all, a friendly staff. Our large, flexible meeting rooms are great for business and social get-togethers. Best Western Plus, just off of Interstate 30 near Cracker Barrel. Staying with us is always a plus. Best Western Plus in Greenville.
And we are live from the Texan Lobby Studio at the Texan Theater in downtown Greenville, Texas. You know what? I love it. The jewel of Northeast Texas. She may say, "What'd you say?" But Barbara Horan, thank you so very much. We have a guest host that has been, and always is today. Sheila Ellis, thank you so much for being here.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I'm glad to be here.
And our next guest is someone that I got to read the title. Chief Appraiser, Hunt County Appraisal District Tax Appraisal Update. That's a lot to say about a young man that's doing exactly what he needs to do and is doing each and every day. Brent South, thank you so much for being here.
Yes,
good to be here. And I want to thank you for the compliment. I'm not sure what's better, the gentleman compliment or the young man compliment. But I'll take either one.
Good.
Absolutely.
You have some information for us that I hope that everybody watching is realizing that, and can I say this? we live in Hunt County, okay? We don't live in other counties. This is our county.
That's right.
And so we're going to support it in a way that you're going to tell people how we do that.
Absolutely, absolutely. I appreciate the opportunity. Just yesterday, we dropped in the mail 72,000 appraisal notices.
72,000.
Really?
72,000.
Wow.
And,
That's a lot.
I want people to understand that when they open those appraisal notices this year, they're going to see a significant increase in the value of their property. And the reason for those increases is because the real estate market that we're in right now. Yeah. We're in an extremely aggressive real estate market.
Yes, we are.
I have never seen a market like this in my lifetime.
Right.
And, you know, the process that we go through at the appraisal district, we have a constitutional requirement to be at 100% market value.
You hear what he just said? A constitutional.
Right.
You know, it's just not, it's not a personal agenda.
No. The job of the appraisal district is not to generate more revenue for the taxing units.
Right.
And everyone calls us the tax appraisal district. But the misconception is we're not in the tax business. The appraisal district is exactly what the name says. We appraise property.
Exactly.
That's our job, and we appraise it at market value. And so with those 72,000 notices that are going out, or that went out yesterday, you'll start receiving those in the mail in the next couple of days.
Okay.
The values are online now. You can go to hunt-cad.org.
Oh, okay, that's good to
Look
know.
up your property and see your value now.
Okay.
You'll have until May 19th to file a protest if you disagree with the value. And I want to make sure people understand that the purpose of that protest is if you have a disagreement with the value.
The value.
We get a lot of people come to our office to protest their taxes. And we have to explain to property owners, if you're here to talk about taxes, we can't help you. But if you're here to talk about value, we'll talk with you all day long. And if you think that there's something about your property that we're unaware of, that we need to be made aware of, please come down and tell us. Because the way that we operate under a mass appraisal system. So we're different from a fee appraiser. We're not looking at each individual property as thorough as a fee appraiser would, because we have 72,000 properties to reappraise every year. And so we develop models. And if for some reason your house does not fit the model that we've developed for your neighborhood, we rely on property owners to come down and point that out to us. And we encourage property owners. If you disagree, come talk to us. But make sure you do it before that May 19th deadline. Because if you miss that deadline, there's not a whole lot we can do for you.
Too late.
But we encourage everyone to come do it. If it's for no other reason than to come down and check and make sure you've got all your exemptions that you're eligible for. Make sure that we've got the square footage of your house correct. Make sure that we have the age and the condition, just to verify that the information we have in our system is true and accurate and correct. Because if it's not, we want to fix it. We want to get it right. Our job is to get it right, to appraise it at market value. And I want to, if I can, talk a little bit about some of the market trends that we've seen that go into these appraisals. This year, the average home value in Hunt County is up by 20% over last year.
20%?
Yeah,
20%.
I knew it was.
Huge.
It is incredible. So the average home value in Hunt County right now is $215,000.
Yep.
That's, you know what? That's impressive.
Well,
it is because it means that growth is happening.
That's right.
And just think about the other communities like us.
Yes.
That went through it, not going through it, but went through it, and where they are today, neighbors, whatever you want to call them, sisters. But you're right, the value is so important, and for you to know the value of it, you have to know all of it.
That's right.
So that's
And with the new people that are moving here, they think it's a great market here, because where they were coming from, it was a lot higher than it is.
Well, and that's what we're seeing. We're seeing people moving from out of state.
Yes.
We're seeing people moving in from the Metroplex because it's still affordable here in Hunt County.
That's the word,
that's
affordable.
That's right.
Yes.
Affordable. Right.
And the median sale price in Hunt County has gone up 29% over last year. The median sale price of a home in Hunt County over the past 12 months is $275,000.
Really?
It's unbelievable some of the things that we're seeing in the real estate market right now. And on those appraisal notices, the values that the appraisal district has set on your property is based off of those sales comparisons. We look at other similar properties to yours and compare it and say, okay, if these homes can sell for $275,000, your house is similar in the same location, then your house should be able to sell for $275,000.
Yes.
What's really amazing to me, what we're seeing in the market right now is the percentage of the sale price as compared to the original list price. Typically in years past, you know, you'd go to a realtor, you'd say, hey, I want to sell my house. They'd say, let's put it on the market for X, and let's anticipate that we're going to get 95% of the list price. Those days are gone.
Oh, yes.
People are putting it on the market, and they're getting 100% plus. A lot of times they're getting in bidding wars. There's a lot of cash buyers out there. And you know, in years past, it was more of a buyer's market. You could go and say, I want to buy your house, but I want some concessions because I'm going to have to replace the carpet or do some remodeling. Now, they're coming, they're saying, I want to buy your house, but I want you to replace the carpet, and the seller can say, I've got 6 other people lined up to buy it.
Exactly.
If you want it, you take it.
And you're not exaggerating, because I know, I have seen it happen, and it's like, it's again, it's great to me.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, they're willing to pay for it and then fix it up the way they want it anyway, because
that's right.
You know, and look at all the fixer-uppers that are getting are
the remodeling
around
business is
Greenville.
Really
well, and of course we have a supply issue right now.
Yeah.
We have such a high demand for homes.
Right.
And the supply is just not there. Even though they're building houses right and left as fast as they can, the builders cannot keep up with the demand.
That's it.
But I want to point out also to property owners, when you receive that appraisal notice and you see that significant increase in your value, people always equate value increases with tax increases. Excuse me. And that doesn't have to be the case. The way that the system is designed, as values rise for a taxing unit like a city or a county or a school district to stay revenue neutral, they can lower their rate. So values increase, rates come down to stay revenue neutral. So a tax or a value increase does not always mean a tax increase.
Okay.
And it's not dollar for dollar. If your value went up 35% this year, that doesn't mean your taxes are going to go up 35%. One thing I will point out on the appraisal notice this year, in years past, we had an estimate of taxes on the appraisal notice. So it took this year's new appraised value and applied it to last year's tax rate to give you an estimate of taxes. The Texas legislature last session, they recognized that that was not a good estimate because it was using last year's rate.
Right.
So this year, the legislature said appraisal districts remove that estimate of taxes off of your appraisal notice, and they required each county to create a separate website, a tax rate database, and in Hunt County, it's hunt.countytaxrates.com. And what will happen in August, after we've certified the appraisal roll and we've sent it over to the taxing units, they're going to start calculating their tax rates and looking at their budgets and determining how much money they need to operate. Property owners can go to that new website, hunt.countytaxrates.com. They can look up their individual property, and they can see a list of each taxing unit in Hunt County that levies a property tax on that property.
Wow.
They can see what that taxing unit's proposed rate is for that upcoming year to determine if it's truly a tax increase or not.
That's a great website.
Those taxing units are required to put the date, time, and location of their public hearings to adopt their tax rate. So a property owner can decide, okay, the city is not really raising my taxes, I'm good with that. Looks like the county may be raising my taxes. I want to go to that commissioner's court hearing and voice my concerns.
Right.
So they have options. Within the website, they also have the opportunity to communicate with their elected officials electronically through the website. There'll be a question on there for each taxing unit that levies a tax on your property. Do you agree or disagree with our proposed tax rate? Yes or no. You can check yes or no, and it has a comment field where you can provide feedback, and those locally elected officials receive all that feedback, and hopefully they're taking that into consideration when they start adopting those tax rates. Also, I want to remind people, you mentioned earlier, Lonny mentioned the May 7th election.
Yes.
Right.
If you want to provide yourself some additional property tax relief on your homestead property, there's going to be a proposition on the ballot to increase the homestead exemption from the current $25,000 up to $40,000. So right now in the state of Texas, on your homestead property for your school district taxes, there's a state mandate $25,000 exemption. So if your home is valued at $100,000, for the school taxes, it's only going to be taxed at $75,000. If this proposition passes,
Okay.
then that'll increase to a $40,000 exemption. So get out there and vote, give
Yes,
yourself some additional
please.
property tax relief. But, you know, it's really important for people to pay attention to those appraisal notices. Look at it, make sure you have all the exemptions that you qualify for. You can get a list of our exemptions on our website. All the application forms are on our website. You can apply for the exemptions electronically through our website.
Okay.
You can also file a protest through our website on your homestead property.
Okay.
There's an online protest icon. Click on it. You'll need your PIN number from your appraisal notice. You can set up an account, file your protest. You don't have to come down to our office because, folks, parking is limited at our office.
Right,
And
right,
our office
right.
is going to be busy and it's going to be crowded this year. So if you want to file your protest from the comfort of your own home or your own office on your homestead property, do it online. Our appraisers will communicate with you through that electronic portal, and if they decide that they want to make an offer of a lower value based on the evidence that you present, they'll send you that offer electronically. If you agree with it, you click the agree button and you're done. Now, when you come to protest, we encourage everyone to please bring evidence because we have enough data this year to support the values. And so if there's something about your property that does not meet the normal that we need to be aware of, bring evidence when you come talk to our appraisers.
Well,
bring
that makes
pictures,
sense.
Yeah,
repair
Sure.
estimates.
Right.
If you have a realtor friend who can provide you some additional sales comps in your neighborhood, bring that information in.
Yes.
Anything that you can bring to show our appraisers why the value on your property is too high, the more helpful and beneficial it is to your case.
And again, he just said it, value, okay?
Yes.
It's not about tax, it's about value is what you just talked about. And the value, again, I'm not a property owner. I have been a property owner in this county, but I think it's good. I really do, because I feel that the organization that you represent is very professional and taking care of people in the county on the value of what they have.
And this was great information today that people probably didn't even know.
Don't even know.
Right.
And,
Right.
And give those that new website.
Yes.
Put
that in our comments.
Yeah, can we put that in our comments? Yeah.
Right, so the website that you'll go to in August, when the taxing units are actually adopting their taxing rates, is hunt.countytaxrates.com. Again, you can go there before they actually adopt the rate. You can see the no new revenue rate, the voter approval rate, and their actual proposed rate, and it'll tell you, is the rate that they're proposing going to be a tax increase or not?
Okay.
Good.
And it's
Very good.
great information.
Excellent.
Great information.
Brent, thank you. Anything else? Anything else? Oops.
Hunt.countytaxrates.com.
Anything else?
I could go on and on.
Value. Anyway,
Yes.
Yes.
The threshold and where do they go? Because they,
So if you are a disabled veteran,
Okay.
There are some exemptions available. And the disabled veteran exemption, the amount of the exemption is based on the percentage rating that you get from the VA. So if you are a disabled veteran, bring in your ratings letter from the VA.
Okay.
If you're a 100% disabled veteran, then you can get the Disabled Veterans Homestead Exemption, which is a great benefit to our disabled veterans because it exempts your homestead property 100%. You pay zero taxes on your home property if you're a 100% disabled veteran. So
That's so good.
check those appraisal notices, see what exemptions you have. If you're concerned or don't know what you may qualify for, call our office. We're happy to walk you through the process. The other benefit of the homestead exemption is that it puts a 10% cap limitation on the taxable value of your home.
right. Yeah.
So
Right.
even if the appraised value goes up 30, 40, 50%, the taxable value is capped at 10% for that year.
Really? That's
Yes.
great.
So there are some benefits and some protections in place
Sure.
for homeowners. But again, when you come to our office, if your only argument is, I don't like the amount of taxes I'm paying, you're wasting your time.
That's right.
We'll talk to you about your value and we'll share a cup of coffee with
share a
you.
cup of coffee with you.
But we can't talk to you about taxes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Brent,
Great.
Sal,
Well,
thank you.
Thank y'all
you,
for having
Brent.
me.
Thank
Yeah,
you so much
absolutely.
for this great information. Appreciate
We're going to
it.
commercial break and coming back. And Sheila has something that she wants to talk about. So y'all come back with us.
Company coming? Make sure they stay with us. At Best Western Plus, we'll treat them right. Like hot complimentary breakfast, spacious rooms, a glorious pool, fitness and business center, and best of all, a friendly staff. Our large, flexible meeting rooms are great for business and social get-togethers. Best Western Plus, just off of Interstate 30 near Cracker Barrel. Staying with us is always a plus. Best Western Plus in Greenville.
And we are live from the Texan Lobby Studio in downtown Greenville, Texas. And what a beautiful, wonderful community that we have. And Brent South just made it even more exciting.
I know, wasn't that
And he talked
so
about
informative.
the value.
Yes.
The value of your home. But right now, we're going to take time, a little bit of time. Sheila Ellis, our co-host today, and our executive producer and brother in Christ, and my brother, Gabe Medina. And what a great show. That
Phenomenal.
Sparky.
Oh, I know. She did a wonderful job.
She did a wonderful job.
Thank you, Sparky.
And and she's got an even. I mean, just go.
Listen,
next
we're
week,
growing. We're growing.
Growing.
I love it.
Right.
Please support our advertisers.
Please.
They're the ones that pay.
Yes.
We don't get paid a whole lot, but the people that work for us, they're getting what they need to.
That's right. And I want to thank Barbara Haran again. For allowing us to be here in this beautiful building every Wednesday. And so grateful for her and all she does for the community.
And what you do for the community, you're involved with Altrusa.
Yes, I'm involved with Altrusa. We meet every other week at Cotton Patch. And we do a lot for the community as well. And I'm also in Crime Stoppers, and I'm also in Remember for Me with you. And that's supporting the caretakers that have family members that have Alzheimer's or dementia.
Right.
And you also go to Family Fellowship.
And yes,
We go to
Family
church
Fellowship,
together.
our church, Family Fellowship in Greenville, Texas. Yes. But anyway, there's something that's coming up in Altrusa tomorrow, April 21st, is Altrusa Roundup. It's going to be at 3001 Mustang Crossing. Join us for a barbecue dinner and information about Altrusa Club of Greenville. RSVP would be be able to let us know who's coming so we can have enough food for everyone.
Now that's tomorrow.
Yes,
21st.
that's tomorrow,
3001, where's that? That's really close to the school, isn't it?
Mustang Crossing?
Yes.
Is that close to the school? Leave it down in the comments where
3001 Mustang Crossing.
It seems like it's really.
Oh, it's at the Best Western.
It's about. I was going to say
the Best Western.
I'm completely wrong. I'm on the wrong side.
Yes.
I mean, how many times have I given out that address?
I know.
And how many times have they asked me?
Well, if I may correct us as a group, It is the Best Western Monica Royale.
Yes,
And all
Royale.
of North, it is the best Western Monica Royale and all of Northeast.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And that's saying a lot.
Yeah, yeah, it is, yeah. Well, I just,
Oh, we got to get going?
Yeah, right.
Oh, what
Yeah,
time
what
is
time?
it?
David's
Oh, I thought I set the time. It's at, I think it's at 6:30, but I'll get the information.
Okay.
It doesn't, yeah, 6:30.
6:30. We got to run. We have got a great show at Friendlee Live
Yes.
today. Brandon Bamburg.
Oh, nice.
The individual, a lot of times.
Where is
when
he from?
He's from Roy City.
Navy
okay.
veteran.
Navy veteran.
Oh.
And I want to tell you what, when he walks out on the stage, some women go, God, is that Brad Pace? Is that Brad Pace? It's all happening here at the Texan Theater, and it's free at noon here at the Texan Theater. Gabe,
Come eat
thank you
lunch
so
with
much.
us.
So come
Thank all
on.
of you so much. We're coming back next week with an awesome show right here at the Texan Theater Lobby Studio. Thank you, Barbara. And remember, keep it in your boot.
Bye-bye.